Welcome back to Go States and TV. I'm now joined by Kelcie Winterrowd. Kelsey, thank you so much for being here. Today, you beat your personal best in the 500. You went 513. Previous to your 522. How did that make you feel today?
It was an awesome feeling. I didn't think I was going to go that fast at all. I was shooting just to go under 520 and to beat my personal best, which is 515. But I went 513. And I was very surprised when I looked at the board. Yeah. Felt really good.
Speaking of that, you also beat your two other personal bests in the 200 freestyle and the 1650 mile. Where did that come from? How did you feel about that?
I don't know. The 200 was hard, but it didn't feel that good under 2 minutes. But I'm glad it was. And the mile today, it hurt really bad, but. When I finished, I looked at the scoreboard, and I was very surprised at my time of 17:45. And I just wanted to go under 18 minutes, but 17:45 was really good, and I'm very proud of that.
All right, so being a part of a team, especially here in the Aquatics Center, you guys are so much together. There's so much togetherness. You all do everything together. One thing that Coach Daniel said is that you all cheer each other on. How does that make you feel when you're in the water swimming and just to see your teammates just cheer you on?
Oh, I love it. I couldn't do it without them, especially in the mile because it's 20 minutes of hard. But looking over and seeing them cheer for you the whole time is a great feeling.
And also, we want to talk about the team spirit just going into the Christmas meet. We know this is the last one before your Christmas break. How are you feeling now going home after just such a great race?
I'm pumped up. I'm ready for conference and the whole season. It just started, but I can't wait.
Good. Thank you so much for being here again. Now I'm going to go to Ben DeShong with Coach Daniel Murray.
Thanks, Gina. Here with Coach Daniel Murray after a fabulous week, and I know it's probably about the best Christmas present your team could give you after a pretty solid week. Just overall thoughts?
I'd agree. Great start going into the next semester. You really couldn't ask for a much better meet. Team swim with a lot of pride, and that's something we preach, and so happy with our team. And that's what I was just talking about at our team meeting. The camaraderie, the support they had, they're always standing up cheering for everybody. That's something we've been missing for a while. They genuinely care about each other, great support system, and when that happens and you get a good championship atmosphere like you've got at Delta State with this Christmas Invitational with all the teams we had coming in, it sets up for a atmosphere of fast swimming. That's what we had tonight.
You mentioned all that camaraderie. I know they had the roller coaster cheer and things like that to get excited, but how is it as a swimmer for them when they're coming down the lane and they've got 4, 5, 6, sometimes eight of their other fellow swimmers just standing there cheering for them to keep that energy going?
They don't want to give up. It's a team standard, and that's one of the things that we preach and practice every day, so it's automatic. And when they've got their teammates cheering for them, there's nothing like it. Having your teammates, spectators in the stands, parents here, family here, and just being able to throw on a jammer and swim fast, doing it for the people in the pool and the people on the stands. And that's just a lot of very strong swimming this weekend, and a lot of it's just due to the sport we had on deck.
With the weekend, I know we had talked about coming into it that this was going to be a big event. We were going to see some top times, but even more than the top times, we saw a lot of pairings. Some of the pairings that you see that work together in practice, whether it was Maria and Danny, whether it was the Nichols sisters, Heidi and Laura, and then you had just Clayton and Toby. All of them just seemed to push each other, and it really showed. Not only did one of them get a top time or win a heat, but both of them got top personal times.
They love pushing each other, and that's what makes it fun, having that environment in practice, being able to set up workouts where that can happen. And, you know, some of their best racing can happen before we get to the meet. And when you've got that type of environment, and I know with the way recruiting's going, being able to bring in more to that and add to the team we currently have, you know, we're looking to do some big things in the future.
Yeah, I know if we look over to that top time board, we're going to have to change some of those after this weekend. I know we had about 5, I think, statesman records and then 2 pool records. Just what does it say for them to just show up in this meet and really put it on?
I think most of it really gets down to our senior leadership. With our seniors this weekend, some of them swimming personal best times, lifetime best. We had some great miles today. We had some guys doing some things they haven't done in 4 or 5, 6 years. And not only just beating what they've been doing, I mean, just crushing them. And that's setting us up for the future. And for them to be able to showcase that going into their last semester with their career as a statesman, it makes everybody want to swim faster just for them. And, you know, we're getting excited. We're not satisfied, though. I think they're all going home happy for the break. Like you said, it was a good Christmas present. But we still got some unfinished business.
Thank you very much, Coach Daniel. Congratulations on the weekend, and we'll see you in Tunica in 2012. Now we're going to go over to Clayton Kaufman, who's with Clayton Boyd.
Thanks, Ben. We're joined by Clayton Boyd, sophomore swimmer for the Statesman. You know, 2 mothers got our names right, Clayton. So, you know, all right, a great invite here during the Christmas break. You guys performed really well over these 3 days. You know, what did you see from your team, you know, day in and day out, you know, going against Limestone and Evansville?
Oh, I mean, really just completely a whole different team. I mean, the difference between this year and last year is amazing. I mean, we have all kinds of guys just going out and giving their all and swimming fast. I mean, and it's a team. So, I mean, everybody's got everybody's backs. It's good. It's a good time.
What's been the difference? Has it been the practice each and every morning from, you know, 5 a.m. or 5 p.m.? I mean, you guys put in a lot of hours, and it's showing because you're out there doing a very good job.
We do it. I mean, it's everything we put in. It's the practice in the morning, practice in the afternoon. I mean, it's and then how close-knit the team is. I mean, everybody supports everybody, and that really helps. I mean, the training and everything like that, of course, that's quintessential. But when it comes to teammates, I mean, we really got it packed down. So,
what has Daniel been preaching to you guys, you know, week in and week out? Was you guys are swimming, you know, thousands of yards or meters or whatever. What's he been like as a coach, and you know, what's he stressing to you guys? I
mean, it's just he's, you know, he really stresses technique and stuff like that. He really likes to tell us to drink out of our water bottles. He's just basically supportive. I mean, that's it.
Everything you'd want from a coach.
Yeah, just everything we'd want, yeah. And his practices they're good. They're efficient.
All right, let's talk about you today at the day 3. You were able to do a pretty good job on that 200-yard backstroke. You know, set a personal best. Breaststroke, thank you. Talk about what you did out there for your team.
Really, I mean, I really didn't expect it to go that way. I just worked the turns and whatnot. You know, I was swimming right beside Toby. Me and Toby train with each other every day. So, I mean, going in, I was really comfortable with the race, I guess, and just worked it. Just gave everything I had, I guess.
Is there anything you can take out of this meet? You know, we're going to have a little bit of a break, and then, you know, Daniel said to you guys, you got to pace yourself during their break, because if you just lack, you're going to get a day behind, and another team might be able to jump on us. Right. What do we got to do over the break, you know, to come back just as good after what we saw today? I mean,
just stay at it every day. I mean, we're probably going to have to get a minimum of 5,000 yards in a day, which, I mean, it's nothing compared to what we've been doing all season, but I mean, it's vital. If you don't get the yardage in these next couple of weeks, I mean, it'll ruin the season. So everybody just needs to stay on top of it. That's all it takes.
You alluded to it earlier about the chemistry, the team camaraderie. What makes this team special?
Friendship. I mean, you always see teams, and you know, and a lot of people really go out and are only worried about number one. But everybody on the team's supportive. Everybody wants everybody to do well. I mean, everybody's cheering. I mean, y'all saw out there today. Everybody's cheering their heads off, and I mean, that's just it. We're just all so close, and it's amazing.
Clayton, thanks for your time, and congrats on a very good Christmas invite.
Appreciate that.
That was Clayton Boyd, sophomore swimmer for the Statesman. Folks, that's going to do it for Go Statesman TV tonight. Thanks for tuning in this semester. A great fall season for you. Hope you enjoyed everything on WHCQ. We'll see you in January 2012.